All right, so I have an LG fridge and I have a water leak coming from the bottom of it. And I looked all over YouTube to try and find out how to fix it. And obviously people were saying that the defroster drains was causing the issue, which it was, but I couldn't find a good video on how to repair it. So I did find one video to show me how to pop the back wall off, which I found a better way of doing it than what the guy explained. But really what the issue was is I have dogs, so dirt and hair got in the defroster drain, clogged it up, and it froze, it plugged solid, and was every time I'd open up the fridge, close the door, the defroster would run, more water would build up. So it's getting a huge ice tray at the bottom of the freezer. So I had to take everything apart, clear out that drain. So this video shows you how to do that. All right, so where I was finding the water, you'll see later on in the video, and I'm going to post a picture of the model number, but it's pretty similar on some of the newer type fridges. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you get something out of it. And if you ever needed to fix it yourself, hopefully this will help you do it. All right, so I got an LG fridge, dual doors. I'll find out the, oh. There's the model number right there, right on the inside of the door. I was getting water down here in the bottom every time I opened the freezer. Tons of ice was building up down here in the bottom. What I found was inside of here, there's a drain down below. As you can see, there's still some ice in it. All right, this metal pan right here. All right, so basically what's happening is ice builds up inside of there. I've already broken out a few chunks. All right, it's a little difficult. This thing does move up and down. All right, and this is what the door looks like on the back of the fridge. All right, so what I found was pretty easy. All right, is if you take one of these pry bars right here, all right, and up on the top, you get up inside of here, up on the top of it, I'll illustrate it at the end of the video, and you just pull down and then the door pops right off. There's like a couple of screws, you gotta take an ice maker out of your way. And then there's a couple of plugs. One goes up here, another one goes up here. Red was on the bottom. Those are for the fan and the other things that are in here. So this was the fan right here, and this is this here, and this is the plug right here that goes off to the side. So what you gotta do is you gotta clear that out, get that defroster drain unclogged. This happened because we had a power outage and the fridge was without power for about 4 hours, give or take. So what happened is that ice, just water built up inside of there and froze. So after I'm clearing the drain and put everything back together, I'll show you how I got the door popped off, and hopefully this will help somebody. So what happened, all right, I was able to get that big chunk of ice up. You can lift this thing up a little bit. It does have some movement, especially over here towards the end. Your lines are over here, so you can lift it up and you can get some access over here. And what I found was this drain down here plugged solid. So what I'm gonna do is probably put some hot water in there and try to get that flowing and get that out of there. But that's why the water is coming out of the freezer. You got to get rid of that. All right. All right, so part two, I have dogs obviously, so I got some hair back there, but see this gray tube right here? You can see the water dripping every once in a while. I did my best to get inside to pour some warm water in there and break up the ice that was at the top of the tube, but I was not able to get it to run freely down into this drip tray, which is where it goes. And then eventually, you know, it's not enough to cause water to leak out underneath the fridge, but apparently that tube must be clogged. So I'm gonna pull it off, see if I can clear it up, and then get this thing running, put it all back together, and get my water leak to stop. So exactly what I thought. This tube was clogged. I mean, I was able to clear it out. There's a little flap in there. There's a flap down here on the bottom. So that tube was zip tied to that black tube over there. You can see the two cut zip ties that I have on there. Let me turn this off here, maybe get a better light. So that tube goes right to that nipple that is right there. Right there in that area right there. It goes down to that drip tray that's down the bottom. I'm gonna clean this all out, put it back together, and my leaking problem should be fixed. So what you want to do is make sure you pour some hot water down there. See the ice that's in there? Yep, you want to clear that out. Because if you don't, then that ice will stay in there. The fridge will run, more water will drip down there, more ice will form and it will clog, and then you'll be right back in the same boat having to take this all apart to try and clear this out again. So make sure you got all that out of there. I tried using a hair dryer, but I'm just going to pour some hot water down there and try and clear it out. All right, so like I illustrated before, this is my refrigerator, so I have this back wall right here. All right, so what I did, all right, is, you take this tool, all right, it's a nice pry bar. It fits up right in there like that. And all you do is pry down a little bit, and that whole back wall pops right off, okay? So we're all back together. I haven't gotten any leaks whatsoever. These drawers are pretty easy to pull out, slide in and out. They just lift up and come right out. Same thing with the bottom one. You kind of got to lift it up, push it back, and then pull it out. And then you can pop your door off, which is pretty easy. But we're all set. She's running. No more leaks down there on the bottom of the floor. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And hopefully this helps somebody. Have a great day.